According to childstates.gov, it states, in 2017, the serious violent crime offending rate was 9 crimes per 1,000 juveniles, ages 12 through 17, with a total of 215,000 such crimes involving juveniles. This is becoming more of an issue in children who are committing more crimes. After seeing the stats on how many of these children are causing problems, it came to my attention that something needs to be done. Addressing this problem can encourage more people to get involved and try to help these children. First, anytime someone commits a brutal crime, it can often be hard for us to understand. Many of us cannot understand how someone can take someone else's life, even when they have no other choice. A lot of times people will blame it on the way they were raised, or maybe something tragic that happened to them. Maybe they were abused as a child or just exposed to too much violence. But when this crime involves a child, it can be even more hard for us to understand. I would like to provide a few crimes that were committed by children to help get a better understanding on this. The first one was by Lionel Tate, and he was sentenced to life in prison without parole for the murder of a 6-year-old girl. He was supposed to be babysitting her, but after the autopsy came back, it was clear that she had been murdered by how many injuries she had. He tried to tell the jury that they were just wrestling, but no one believed him. He was 13 at the time and is the youngest to ever get life in prison. And this is a picture of him when he was arrested. And this is a picture of him today, and he is still in prison. Another example is by a boy named Derek Owens, and when he was 6 years old, he brought a gun to school and shot a girl in the arm. But the bullet hit a major artery and it ended up killing her. He could not be charged because no one under the age of 7 can be charged, so his father was charged with manslaughter and easy access to a gun. And this is a picture of the girl that was shot and killed. Second, to be able to find a solution for this, it is important to learn what makes a child want to commit these crimes. Violent behavior can begin at any age and is something that every parent should be aware of and taken seriously. There are many different things that can lead to risk of violent behavior in children. Just a few of these include being the victim of physical or sexual abuse, being bullied, the use of drugs and alcohol, or maybe just stressful problems at home. According to the website American Academy, it states, children who have severe risk factors and show the following behaviors should be carefully evaluated: intense anger, frequent loss of temper, and becoming easily frustrated. Parents and others involved with these children pay close attention to all these problems. Next, there are many different things that parents and others can do to help find a solution for this problem. Many of these children will act this way based on things they have seen or things that they are used to. So this can also come back on the parents. There are different things that will help these children so they don't have the need to react with violence. One of this is giving them the right amount of attention. In some cases, children will feel the need to commit these crimes because of the lack of attention. So giving them the right amount will help with this. Another solution is to not give them such harsh punishments, because then they will lead as an example. According to the website Psychological Today, by focusing our efforts in education and treatment instead of punishment, we prevent many prisoners from becoming violent upon release, and this saves potential victims of future violence. This is why it's important to prevent this while they are still children and are still in the learning stages of life, so when they become adults, they don't react with violence. Finally, after seeing how many of these children are involved in these crimes, it is something that more people should be concerned with. This is something that affects everyone because they could react at any age, and it can get worse as they get older. Also, you could even be their next victim. After hearing all this information and you still do not think that this is an issue, then imagine if this was your child that was going through this and committing these crimes. Then would you care? There are many different resources that you can reach out to if you believe that your child or anyone that you may know who is struggling with these issues. Thank you for listening.